Hi, beloved friends. It's very nice to see you here again. Here we are in the backyard, and we're here to have a little honest talk about menopause. I've had a great time these past 48 hours, finally being able to pen to paper a taste, a glimpse of the reality of how I'm experiencing it. But there's also another part I want to say in person, face to face, which may not be spotted in the posts. The posts are very joyful, encouraging and supportive to both men and women, and that's my intention. But there's also another side, beloved friends. And for example, last week 2 girlfriends came round to stay at the house, and I wasn't even able to see them. I couldn't come downstairs. Why? Well, because I felt ugly. Not physically ugly, just an ugly person through and through. I felt dark. The wind is coming. The wind is coming in confirmation. I was just dark. And when I'm like that, I try to contain it as much as possible to just me experiencing it. Brackets. What about me? Says Pete. Yeah, Pete gets a fair dollop of that as well. So it's not just a uncharted experience. It's also destructive, horrible, painful, cruel, and unknown.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the point behind the posts and this video, and who knows what else that's coming, is to shed not just sunlight but the light of understanding on this mystical, scary subject of menopause. So there isn't scare any longer. So men and women can talk to each other and amongst themselves about what is this? How does it show itself? What's needed in the form of support or space or holding? So that this, what could be seen as the last phases of both of our lives, are seen as yet another encouragement of joy and light, rather than a death and a darkness and all that hoo-ha. Because it's not true. It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be menacing.
I'd like to give another little example of how it takes a swerve, was it called a swerve ball?
Curveball.
A curveball. Maybe about 2 weeks ago now, I was en route to go and facilitate a Sacred Body Awakening event, and I was an hour into the journey and I simply could not continue on. It was just non-negotiable. I couldn't enter the airport, let alone go through customs, let alone go to a country that I had no clue about. And so I didn't go. To a facilitator and to the participants, that is a no-no. You just simply don't do that in the eyes of the patriarchal world we've all been brought up in. But I couldn't go because I knew I was not compatible with the energy of Sacred Body Awakening, and I should not hold others to pass through that very precious process in the state I was in, basically. And so my whole world as I knew it smashed to pieces by my toes. But that's the ruthless nature of it all, to be able to say, I can't go, I can't do this. I am unable to live in the way I ought to. That's about as much sense I can say at this moment.
My parting shot, like as most blokes, we haven't got a clue in this subject, but I'd really like to. I'd like to know more. I'd like to know what best to do and how to be. I don't know if that's more about reaching for my own truth, or it's about reaching my feminine so that I can hold. I don't know. Why don't you tell me? I prefer it that way.
Yeah. Good luck to all of those out there approaching or in it. We totally encourage, support and hold the friend of handship. Oh no!
Handshake.
Dyslexia. Hold the hand of friendship out to you.
And make sure she doesn't bite it.
See you.